Guys, we did it! 2020 is almost over! What better way to celebrate than by throwing all your spare time into an RPG? If you're having trouble choosing, don't fret. We've gathered the 10 best RPGs you can play right now. So, without further ado, let's get started! Starting off at number 10, we have Gate of Mobius. Now, this is an RPG game where you train and cultivate your characters to form a formidable team. Get ready for some real-time action shooting experience. Enter an adventure-based fairy tale story and immerse yourself in a real-time 3D shooting experience. Enjoy multiplayer gaming with up to 4 players, invite your friends, and challenge them at different levels. Also, you can cultivate your favorite characters and boost their skills to make them powerful enough to knock down formidable foes. You can change the appearance and costumes of your characters, choose the most suitable class to help you ace various levels, unlock precious armor, and unleash new characters after you complete each chapter. Moving on to number 9, we have Epic Conquest 2. This is the continuation, or rather reissue, of an exciting role-playing game. The project received improved graphics, a redesigned combat system, a harmonious balance, new tasks, quests, and characters, as well as much more. What will appeal to those who are familiar with the first part and those who just want to have fun traveling and fighting in a fantasy world? Gamers, along with a couple of the main characters, will be drawn into a very difficult situation from which they must get out as the most real fans of the genre. With a victory, save the world behind you, as well as a defeated villain. Coming in at number 8, we have Cyberworld Online. This is an action-packed MMORPG set in a futuristic cyberpunk world. Here you get to join forces with up to 8 other players and collaborate in real time to complete some of the most challenging missions. One of the best things about Cyberworld is that from the very beginning, you can summon your vehicle and drive it anywhere in the city. You have total freedom to either walk or drive around all the game's settings. Plus, although in many missions you have to take down enemies from rival gangs, you can also attack any NPC you see on the street. From the character menu, you can improve your hero's different abilities and attributes. Next up at number 7, we have Crisis S. Crisis S is an MMORPG where you save the remnants of humanity from a deadly virus that is rapidly spreading around the world. A large-scale epidemic, fear of demons, a sense of hopelessness, and the tyranny of the Empire make life very difficult for people in this fantasy world. Your hero, in turn, is one of the agents of a secret organization. Gradually, he learns the truth about the virus and begins fighting the Empire to save the remaining survivors. Crisis S is another of the many online role-playing games that have all the attributes of this genre. Choose the gender of the character, customize their appearance, come up with a name, and start your adventure. Down to number 6, we have Albion Online. This is an open-world medieval sandbox MMORPG inspired by old-school MMORPGs like Ultima Online and Mortal Online with full loot PvP zones, in-depth crafting, and player housing. The game doesn't have the professional setting of the traditional MMO game, but the character's abilities are all obtained through equipment and learning. Its economic system is also completely driven by the player. All the equipment and original materials sold in it are produced by real players. In addition to fighting, players can return to private islands, build and maintain farms, care for crops and animals, produce everyday needs, and constantly add new facilities. Moving on to number 5, we have Warhammer Odyssey. This is an epic role-playing game in a fantasy setting. Immerse yourself in a beautiful but at the same time gloomy world, immersed in chaos. On the once peaceful and living lands now roam the servants of evil, who intend to destroy the entire civilization and enslave all living beings. But there is still hope. Brave and powerful heroes stood up to defend their native world. Join the ranks of noble warriors, choose the most suitable class from 6 different options and 12 specializations. For example, choose a warrior of light, and you can't only destroy enemies, but also heal allies. But if you prefer to lead fierce battles on the front line, then the role of the killer is perfect for you. Next up at number 4, we have VGAME. VGAME is a 3D RPG action game that's based in a futuristic world where a dark secret of a parallel world lies. You play as Delia, a defender of your world, a white wing traveling between worlds to repel against the invaders of the parallel world. Along the way, you slowly uncover a great conspiracy in the face of mysterious clubs, organizations, and the visions that appear within the city, all while searching for your lost friend. This semi-open world game switches between two worlds, with your character balancing between the real world and the parallel world, similar to the concept of the Persona series, and an alternate outfit to go with. Coming in at number 3, we have Murfor. Murfor is a 3D MMORPG that is the latest official title in the Legend of Mur franchise, an isometric MMORPG game series well known in China and South Korea for being immensely popular for over 10 years. This game will be the second mobile Mur game and is the first specifically designed for mobile platforms, as the original mobile Mur was a PC port, Legend of Mur 2. Battle foes with fluid action combat where players can unleash character-specific abilities to devastate their foes in solo and group dungeons. Play as 4 distinct characters whose weaponry and abilities fit RPG archetypes, including a warrior character that uses a large sword, a rogue character who uses dual daggers, and a magical character who uses magical abilities. Next up at number 2, we have Quest Hunter. Quest Hunter is an isometric action RPG where your choice drives the story. Find tons of treasures and secrets, solve puzzles, equip your character, level up your skills, and finish off enemy bosses. Play on the couch, alone, or with friends, or make it an online party for up to 4 players. You start the game by creating a character. There's a small selection of cosmetics to choose from, like your hair, goggles, and outfit, and the game plays as a fairly slow-paced isometric dungeon crawler. You can find new weapons and shields, as well as a selection of hats that act as armor. You'll probably notice early on in the game that you can destroy most things, like trees and rocks, to collect resources. And finally, at number 1, we have Blade of God 2. This is a 3D hardcore action game and the sequel to the original Blade of God series. And this time, you'll take on the role of the painful, sad, ordinary, but great heroes of mythology as they venture through the vast and mysterious Norse kingdoms on a journey of redemption, fighting the sacrificers who've lost their destiny. And the story takes place before the twilight of the gods, when the Nordic kingdoms are in a grip of an unknown undercurrent. Choose your specialty between clash, archery, and spells, and experiment with unique combinations of the improved multi-class system. Upgrade your character and learn new powerful abilities through 3 different skill trees. So thank you for coming, and clicking the like button helps all of us here at the Android Tools team, even though none of them are here right now because I'm working at night. Seriously, none of us could do this. Like, this is our job, but we have a lot of fun doing it, and we couldn't be doing any of these without you guys watching, and we're extremely grateful for that. So cheers, for real. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next year in 2021. I am Sarah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.